I've been asked several times, when does the peace come? So many times in my life, I wondered, when will the peace in my life exist? Will it ever exist? And when I got sober, I really started to recognize that that was really the first thing that needed to go was the alcohol. I mean, God has it in his plan for us to live a life where we're not drinking or we're not, you know, sleeping around, we're not doing these sinful things. God has a plan for us, and it's kind of up to us to accept God into our hearts and then move forward from there. That really was the beginning of it for me. The drinking was just one of those things that was hanging around for decades, really, for me. I would drink to quiet everything down. I would drink one after another just to numb the pain, numb the anxiety of everyday life. I would do all these things, and it was never really the solution. And so questioning my drinking was really the first step in finding lasting peace. It wasn't until I was sober for a good 2 years where I started to grow in my faith and start to recognize that God's plan is there and I can live that out or I can choose not to. It's my choice. God gives me that choice. But do I really want to live my way? Because I tried that and it didn't work. And so I feel like the longer you resist, the longer you deny, the longer we kind of don't accept the fact that other people understand what we're going through, the fact that there are people in our lives or that are out there that can help us in our time of need. The faith aspect of lasting peace is huge. I'm not saying that you can't drink alcohol, or I'm not saying that you can't live a good life if you aren't a believer or you believe in something different than Christ. I'm just saying that for me, it was surrendering to Jesus, saying to God, I can't do this myself anymore. I've got to have help. I cannot go on living this way anymore. And once I did that, the peace started coming into my life. I wasn't having these internal conflicts any longer. I wasn't struggling day to day with, I know I shouldn't do this, but I'm going to do it anyway kinds of feelings. God doesn't want us to live that way. He wants us to recognize that when we see something in our lives that's not working for us, to lay it on Him and just allow Him to take that burden. And we get to a we get to a point where we no longer desire those things. And for me, the alcohol was the biggie. That was one of the things that kept me drinking, was the fact that nobody understands me. Nobody gets it. I have all these things that I went through in my life and I'm going through now, and it's unique to me and nobody will understand. But that couldn't have been further from the truth. God was there all along. I always believed, but I never surrendered, and I still wanted to live life my way. And so once I surrendered to the notion that I can't do this myself, that's when everything started to change. And I think it can for you too. So I hope we all have a blessed day today, and let's go out there, find lasting peace and joy in our lives, and live life to the fullest. Have a great day, everybody.